looking at those challenges, do you have a generational mindset, which is thinking about what are we going to leave for the other people coming behind us? And those are the thoughts that I want you to be thinking, because the key in this is leaders inspire opportunities, and that's what I'm calling you into leadership. Leaders inspire opportunities that are never ending. And the reason I have that phrase, which I'd like to make sure that you imbibe, is this. It's because of that spark in you is the lion in you. It is the lion in you. Let me say something very, very briefly about lions. For those who live in South Africa or probably East Africa, you probably might know a bit more. But has anyone ever seen a video, YouTube video, that has about Christian the lion? Christian the lion, anyone ever seen it? Maybe what you should do, Google it later. And you watch a 3-minute YouTube video on Christian the lion. Christian was adopted as a cub by 2 guys, was bought from Harrods in the 1960s. And they were looking after Christian, and they lived just by a vicarage and made Christian run around all over the place. And so Christian grew up with them until it was getting bigger, and it was obvious that you couldn't have a lion in the house. And so they had to let Christian go into the wild, and they made sure that he went into the wild in Africa, but where it was controlled, where they could have access if they wanted to. But about a year later, after Christian had been moved into the wild, they wanted to visit. And people said, don't visit Christian. Don't go there because it's now in the wild and you don't want to be near it. But what then happened was when they did visit and was looking for Christian for a while, calling Christian, by the time later they were almost giving up, they found Christian. And Christian saw them from the top of a hill. And when Christian saw them and recognized them, Christian stopped, looked at them. Now Christian had his bride next to him at the time. Then began to walk slowly up to them. And it was now a case of what is going to happen. When Christian moved closer to them, ran to them, and started to kiss and hold and hug them. If you ever watch that video, you'll fall in love with lions forever. Because there's a side that is very soft and emotional about lions, which you need to know, and not just the wild side of it. But why do I talk about the lion? Now, one of the things I can say, sadly, my generation, previous generations before mine, have failed this generation. However, it doesn't end there. The reason I say it is we should be passing the baton to you, because that's what the model of the lion does. The lion is, to me, not this, of course, I mean to so many people, is not the strongest animal in the world. Did you know that? Did you know that the lion was not born bold? They don't have initial courage. However, there's something about the lion. They are known as king of the wild, and they've been known as king of the wild for generations. And it is not because they were born that way. It was because they were purposely handed the baton of leadership to lead in the world. That's the challenge we need to pick up on. Understand how to get into that. How many people have watched The Lion King? Most people know the story of Simba. After Mufasa died, Simba walked away from who he was until he was told to remember. Remember. I am saying to you today, When you talk about leadership, we're talking about the mentorship side of it from your point of view. When you leave university, I am asking you to get into the world as soon as possible. I am asking you to look for programs that have to do with possible mentorship, programs that have to do with possible tutelage from people that you can eventually trust that will help you. I don't want you to just go into things just because you don't know what next to do. Take the step into the world and begin to challenge things to happen for you. Get inspired by what will be. Most of you that have come from different nations, the nations are in a very sad state. I am not asking you to go back to go and fix the nations. I'm asking you to fix yourself first. Then you can fix a people and a nation. There's no use going into a place not knowing who you are. Simba knew who he was, and then Simba fixed a nation. So in leadership, you are going to learn from the masters. You're going to learn from those who have gone before you. Whenever I go around the world, it's not unusual for people to come to me and say, "Can you be my mentor?" I laugh at that comment. And do you know why? It's not about me turning away from what I'm doing into turning to what you're doing. It's about you wanting to find out what I'm doing and how I am responding to the things that I am doing. That is mentorship. That's where you want to get into. You want to get into places where you can begin to learn from people. And I wish I had those opportunities. So you are looking in for that leadership and inspiration so that opportunities can begin to appear for you. Opportunities are not what people say they are, that they come once in a while and they see. Any champion, no champion sits around waiting for opportunities. They either search for them or create their own opportunities. And when you begin to see the creation of opportunities, you're beginning to learn from some of these things. And once you've got into those modes, then it becomes a never-ending cycle for you. Lions were not born bold. Lions were not born with the courage, but they learned it. Let me tell you something about a cub when a cub is born into a pride of lions. They're never kept away in the darkness, not knowing how food is being got. As soon as they're born, they put it on a pedestal so that they can actually see the fighting. They get them to learn from the young. And they're learning and seeing the fighting. They're seeing how they're taking over. When they're growing into the 3-4-year-old, they are beginning to teach them battle. I watched a YouTube video one day when, you know, the major rival for lion in the wild are the hyenas, yeah? Now, there was this little battle. There were these 3 lions, young ones, and the hyenas, and they were going to go into their first battle ever. When they approached it, they went forward. And as soon as they were meant to launch, they didn't play fighting all through their time. They froze. And once they frozen, the mother lion came to the front, tapped its foot on the ground a few times, then moved back, and then they went forward. That is mentoring. That is what I am calling you to be able to do for the generation coming behind you. The Japanese, it said about them that they planned for 150 years in advance. This is what I am looking for. Get some of you to begin to come together and begin to see how you can approach this world together. One of the things I'm going to leave you with is what I call true success What is true success? Just going to get to it. A successor or a successful person is known by having someone they have brought in as a success. This is the problem that we have in nations around the world. It's not about how much you've been able to achieve, but how much you can bring others to achieve beyond you. That is what is called success. An achiever is different from a success. And that's why the mother lion, the king of the lion pride, always knows that time is going to end. And so they prepare to hand over that leadership mantle so that the lions purposely are called king of the wild for all generation. My question to you as I close this completely now is, are you going to remember who you are? From those things that I've asked you when you were 4 or 5 years old, what you're going to be, are you going to forget like Simba? Or is that day going to come, which I hope is today, that you remember and begin to take the step and get into the world, some of you together and some of you by yourselves, and begin to build a generation that will last for all time. God bless you.